This program, we say thank you for always standing by us. Today is an excellent day, and it's going to be an excellent edition of Bystanders at the newsstand this morning. I welcome you once again. Yes, we have all our newspapers ready for today, and we're going to be taking, we have so much of it, but we're going to be taking about just 6 out of the newspapers, because you know that some newspapers have almost the same headlines. So this morning, I'll be starting with the Blueprint newspapers. This morning, I'll be starting with the Blueprint newspapers. And the Blueprint newspapers this morning talks about local council meeting.
try and talk.
Yes, welcome back, bystanders at the newsstand. Yes, welcome back, bystanders at the newsstand this morning. Yes, sorry for that little glitch. So, like I said, the Blueprint newspaper's major headline this morning says, "Condition of local government councils worrisome." That's according to President Tinubu and House of Reps Speaker Tajudeen. Third tier of government in bondage, CX should be scrapped. That's according to Attorney General Latif Fagbemi. Court restraints Adebayo for others as Kano emirs. Kano state government seeks Tinubu's intervention. That's Blueprint newspaper. On the platform Times newspaper this morning, 10 banks generate 438 billion naira from digital transactions in 2023. Amid penetration sold, Nigerians spend over 500 billion naira on data in quarter one. That's the Guardian newspaper this morning. Federal government suspends fraudulent Nigeria air indefinitely. On insecurity, knocks kudos for Tinubu as government marks first anniversary. That's for the Guardian newspaper this morning. I'll go to the Vanguard newspaper. The major headline in the Vanguard newspaper this morning says, Labour, private sector operators bicker over minimum wage. That's the major headline in the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Pay Genko's 1.3 million naira debt to avoid sector's collapse. Eminelu tells federal government. Edo Guba, more trouble for Labour Party as two ESCOs emerge. Attorney General of the Federation advocates scrapping of state electoral bodies. Conflicting court orders, trail Kano Emirate tussle. Yes, that's Vanguard. I'll quickly go to the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. The major headline there says, federal government wants state electoral bodies scrapped, while governors are against local government autonomy. State Assembly Speaker saying that. Empowering local governments key to national security. That's according to the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Yes, there's a picture story here that says Obasanjo commissions Jumeta Yola interchange flyover and underpass. That's in the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. In the Salient Times, court orders police to evict Bayero from palace. Stops Bayero for others from parading themselves as emir. I'll go to the Nation newspaper. Council autonomy battle heightens. Council autonomy battle heightens. That's in the Nation newspaper this morning. How we fared in 9 months by Keyamo Kiari. The other news have been read in other newspapers. Okay, finally, let's look at the New Telegraph. The major headline in the New Telegraph says, federal government suspend Air Nigeria indefinitely. Federal government suspends Air Nigeria indefinitely. It was Ethiopian Airlines trying to fly our flag says a Yamo. Yes, that will be the major news headline that we are going to be talking about this morning. This morning. Yes, thank you very much. Mr. Olasikon, welcome to Bystanders this morning. Yes, federal government has taken state government to the court over local government autonomy. What's your take on that?
That's very, very good thing. That's the right step in the right direction. And like I said yesterday, for the first time, I'm agreeing on policies of the federal government, and which is very good. Like I said yesterday, local government is closest to the people. It's close to the grassroots. Like I've been saying, most of us just look up to the federal government, to the state governors, and forget our local government because there are many appointed. Oh yes, technical committee. Even in terms of their elections, their elections are not even elections. I'll put S in front. That is selection. The local government elections are merely selections. Understand? How can you be operating joint accounts of state government with local government? That is not to work. There are many things that you see, for example, in this place that ordinarily a local government should be able to do it, but then you have to wait for the state. There are some roads in the neighborhoods, like primary schools, primary health centers. These are the duties of local government, like the markets. But then everything you see is state government, because they've not allowed the local government to function. And like I said, we'll have to move forth about on many issues, especially these numbers of local governments in Lagos State. And for us to be a president and start showing that he really has this local government autonomy at heart. I'm happy because, like I said yesterday, I hope again it's not political. I hope that. But if it's not political, this is the right step in the right direction because they are the close to the people. If you ask many people now who is the local government chairman, they don't know. I know the one here in Ifakojayi. I know the one where I'm coming from Miloshodi. But majority they don't even know. They don't know because why? Because they have made them
Close to them.
Yes. Let me tell you. How many local government chairmen? How many of them are staying in? How many of them are staying in their locality? Somebody is local government chairman, for example, if Akojayi is staying in BI. Local government chairman, for example, in Oshoji is staying in Lekki. You understand? Because there are many appointed. You understand? That's why you see, for example, in every state, the local government primaries is tougher than the actual election. But they know that once I've won the primary of my own party, then there's a walkover. And and I've been saying, how many people do you see that takes interest in local government elections? They don't come out because they know that since it is the state electoral commission that will announce the result, they've given up. And like I said, only that's one reason that I've always spoken well about Nasir El-Rufai, former governor of Kaduna State. Under him, I saw my eyes how PDP, especially Southern Kaduna, when they were popular, they won. In most states, not like that. Whether you like it or not, the ruling party will win.
So it has happened in Lagos before when Obadipo Rousseau won in Tiosa, but he didn't get there eventually because of tribunal.
I cannot tell you now I'm promoted. Oh, is this crown badge? I'm going to tell him very quick. I'm promoted in our place. PDP are not popular. I've always been saying that the worst government in Lagos is social. You can go up the worst government. So there, PDP wins easily, not necessarily because they are egos or anything, no. So anytime there's election, especially in the world, the councillorship, the PDP, they always win. I don't know what are you going to see. So we know this thing. That's why people don't take interest in the local government election. They just give up. I say because we know that this is a selection, it's not an election. So they give up, they don't come out. But with this thing, if we start from here, so that we can hold them. Somebody was saying that let us be holding our local government chairman responsible. I said they don't know money. I cannot hold them responsible. I don't like to say. Because they are not in charge. You understand? It's like a lion. There's no teeth to bite. There's no claws. It's just an empty barrel. You give somebody a gun without a bullet. It's just an empty metal. So they're not allowed. What they do, like everybody knows, is that if state governor will come, they assign 500 million, for example, we sign 500 million, and we do like 100 million. So we know these things. It's a fact. So if Tinubu is really wants to do this, then I can be able to hail him on this. Yes, I'm doing well.
Okay, now looking at this, the federal government, okay, they are talking about as well imposed that state electoral commission
Again, that's it. Even that man, the man who did something that I like, he was saying that that's our, he was saying that even this are so-called national anthem and they want to change. And there's no need for it, and I support him. So it seems the man have something that I like. See, the state, I've been saying it like I said yesterday, and I've been saying it more than 10 years. Our governors, I mean our individual governors, most times they are more autocratic than any president in Nigeria. I fear them more than, okay, imagine that somebody like we can become president, people like that. I fear our government more than our president. Okay, we saw Jonathan, for example, the liquid power, he thought, okay, the life of human being is not what he wants, my ambition. But how many state governors, how many of them can allow opposition to win? You can't even win one. Level 5, for that one, God bless you. They can't win one, they can't win one. But again, when he said that they should scrap the state electoral commission, how about the INEC themselves? Not this present INEC. How many Nigerians, how many of them trust the INEC? So I still repeat, I've been maintaining my stand for how many years. This past election is the worst in the history of Nigeria. Simple reason. You didn't what you promised, you didn't do it. There was technical glitch in only the presidential election. Others, there was no technical glitch. That means there's something fishy about it. That's my opinion. So, if you say, okay, they should scrap, are we going to trust the INEC? Because for the first time, the Nigerians have no expectation of INEC. You understand? I saw, for example, there were this parliamentary election, Senate and Assembly. How many people came out to vote? I know after 20 election, how many people that punched their voters card from vote kits. As my people say, I'm keeping it because maybe I read for back and everything.
So if state electoral commissions are being scrapped, you think it will not have better effects?
With this president INEC chairman, I don't think it will have effect. I don't think so.
It will be positive.
There won't be a positive effect. There won't be a positive effect. There won't be a positive effect because with this president INEC, we went to set them out. Oh, we are going to use IRF. We are going to upload the results. So I do everything. It not do it. So Nigerian trust on INEC again is at all-time low. So even if like I said yesterday, 6.5 dozen. Even if you say, for example, you have scrapped state electoral commission. Now, the INEC that you are going to, is it not the same? For example, when I told you that when we talk about state police, I said the difference is that the ones at the top, it is, for example, motivation and competency. Because it's still the same human being, and the same police as a police when it was a federal, that is come to the state. You understand? So it's not about changing of name. It's about changing the ideas, the mentality. And a lot of people that are in charge of this electoral commission. So we don't want INEC unless they redeem themselves. Maybe Edo will be a little step for them. Let us see Edo and let us see Ondo. Then by then, I'll come back and tell you that okay, they INEC on those states. But for now, Nigerian people that trust on INEC is at all-time low. I don't think that people really trust the transmitter INEC as of now.
Okay, yes, before I let you go, let's look at Peter Obi has talked about very possible merger of the People's Democratic Party. We met with some Americans what's your take on that?
Obi goes there nowadays. My leader is not even those UK, those and I can see people that are welcoming in. I see the ratings that they have. That's why I say that you see, a good name is better than silver and gold. Peter Obi is from Africa, then later PDP. So he can go to the PDP. For me, I've been saying my own opinion about merger and everything. Peter Obi must fly. That's my opinion. He must fly the ticket. any other calculation apart from that, I'm thinking about it.
If your bid does not fly to the ticket, they usually
No. I said any measure. I didn't. You understand? Any measure. Now me, that's why I'm still, obedience. Like I said, obedience are not good as you can control. Because you are the most intellectual, the most educated and everything in Nigeria. You understand? I'm wearing black now. Every obedience will say I'm wearing black. But the other people, I'm wearing black. If the leader tells me I'm wearing white, they will say that Pos'Ble is wearing white. They cannot think for themselves. Obedience can think for themselves. So if I take a stand, it doesn't mean another obedience will take a stand. Another obedience might say no problem. For me personally, any possible measure that will not produce Peter Obi as the leader candidate, me, I'm not for it. Personally, me, I'm out of it. So others can support, there's no problem. Like for example, 2019 election, Peter was advised to Atiku. No, I did not do anything, no campaign, nothing. Buhari and Atiku, God bless both of you. I was just thinking that I didn't do anything. So but I saw Obi 2023 then. That's why I think so. If you like, you can be a advice for anybody. If you like, you can step down. No, until I see people like Mr. Akinwumi Adesina, this new CBN governor, this new emir of Kano Bar, assuming he want to contest, once I see people like that, Mr. Atedo Peter side, I would say yes, these ones are ahead. But this present politician, I cannot support Peter Obi being either not on the ticket or being a deputy or being a vice president.
Thank you very much. Yes, I don't know the Lagos. You're welcome to bystanders this morning. Yes, thank you for always, with all the difficult situations we're going through, you still find so much time to be able to go to bystanders to analyze and review newspaper evidence. Yes, before we start, I want to just quickly talk to some of our viewers.
Thank you very much, my brother. I see you guys get to talk about every day. And I want that remember, I wasn't please, I still need the right place. I know it's not easy to bless you. And there's some of you who have done that, may God bless you, live long. I know some people have not had it, they're still sleeping by this time. America, they are still sleeping by this time. Please, God bless you, please. Touch this video if you see me, please. I'm desperately needed house. Please, because I won't tell you that. That's why see me, if I see two people to play me, you will fight.
Why?
There is turn on. I cannot be throwing load out,
But that is not new. It has been happening from time.
Let me tell you, no, this one is too much, my brother.
I didn't sleep. It is not Tinubu that has told your landlord to eject you.
Hold on. Instead, hold on. Good is no control. Everybody just doing anything like. Everybody just doing anything they like. When the level ban at the back of cement is 10,000, what they expect them to do, then we increase that. No control. So he has to do something. We are dying. I will tell you like, as I'm standing here now, I'm taking blood to hide my. One day, the worst is our judicial as a problem. Some of them will just go to Balalo, go to do work, keep work. I say, they say your load outside. That be the space. I'm telling you the truth. And the room and parlor here is almost 1 million. It's too much. What kind of stuff are we doing? So the man has to do something. That's why people are crying, abusing police. You have to do something. Put plus control.
Okay, yes. Federal government says Labour's demand of 490,000 naira is still unrealistic.
You see, all this demand is not the problem. You are demanding 490,000 naira. 490,000 naira. It's too much. You know why it's too much? Even though federal government pay the 1 million naira. First of all, let me make sure our money is very strong like that. If you do that, even if you pay 1,000 naira, the money will value. 1 million is valued in Nigeria now. The back of, a rod of 10 mm, a rod of 10 mm, 9,500. 10 mm, very tiny, like my hand. Then 12 mm is 13,500. 10 mm. So, you have stopped going to the house again. That's why you see landlord increasing houses and they like. They like, back and they don't like. Go ahead. So, 400,000 naira, 490,000 naira. That's not the solution. The solution is that make our money be stronger so that when you collect 5,000 naira, you're okay with it. You do know 2 days ago, I just walked into the fertilizer to just buy a donut. Sir, donut. I see the lap of chicken. I asked how much. He said 3,500. I don't know. 3,500.
You didn't go there to buy chicken.
No, I didn't go there just to buy a donut. I saw the chicken. How much for the chicken? He said 3,500. Lap of chicken. That's food. I don't know. See what they were talking about. He increased it 490,000. So the issue. If he increased 490,000, automatically that's the room. Landlord is collecting 700,000 will become 2 million naira. The tomatoes. Yesterday, carrot. I bring 100 naira. Give a pocket yesterday. Carrot. 100 naira. He said no. 500 naira. 400 naira. Just 3 carrot. What is happening? So all the money that Buhari to say give agriculture last 8 years, where is the food? That's why I'm blaming Tinubu. If only to recover money they spend past looters. Yes, let it be. Carry 15 billion project, naira 15 billion, 15 trillion road to Lagos to Calabar. That is not issue. What we need now, we need to survive before we can see.
I've always said, do you look at the future of these roads for the benefit of Nigerians, or you are always thinking of now? Because if the government will not take this step, the future will still be bleak.
Okay.
Especially
the government should maintain what they have, sir. The government should maintain what they have. Our government are lack of maintenance. Who tells you we don't have roads? Lack of maintenance. I'm giving you an example now. When you are standing here now, look at the road. For how many years have been doing it now? Car can pass. Over here, now in Jai Road. One day I wanted to call you, let me go and video it and show some road. 2 years. Why don't you do the one you have here? Okay, if everybody dies, who will not fly that road? 15 trillion. Okay, we need to be alive. We need to be alive first to see those roads. People are angry. Removing me, removing this, put it this. They have bastardized the whole system. The whole system is bastardized. Look at them celebrating. Are you not imagine? House of Rep say they want to probe Minister of Aviation to report that the plane they brought is Ethiopia Airlines. Now, why can't you do something? They deceive us. My top people deceive Nigeria.
But do you know that this present government has suspended that flight indefinitely?
Is that only suspended?
Hey, but that's the first step.
They arrested the minister. Minister spent 3 days. They released him with his family. Where should we call the question? Where should we call? They should allow us to do that. Allow the citizens to go out and start bringing those people who are frustrated. They should not do it alone. Yes. Just like now, yeah. I've talked to the minister, my brother. The plane you brought is a fake plane. Where is the plane? They put the Nigerian logo. At the end, after all the senator, don't forget.
Like some of the explanation Festus Keyamo made, he said Nigerian Air is not the national carrier, but it was an investment by Ethiopia.
So they deceive us. Buhari, ministers, senator, they deceive us. They should bring them to the book. You see why? You see what is telling me is that Nigerians are sleeping. This time around now, as they are giving us hungry, we do something. At least giving them talking. Let them hear us that we are not happy. 2027 is coming. Before you know, they start sharing Gary. And before you know, Nigeria does die. And again, the man will come in. Tinubu should spend 4 years. Only that 4 years, see good things. I want to see, yes, that this road has been completed, that our papers are so money, but the Minister of Environment, if we hear Minister of Tourism, what he was saying this morning, says it's about your time. Not we can go so far. Is the environment? If you are coming, if you travel from here to Kenya with your plane, as you are about to come down in plane, you will see a very beautiful animal looking at in Kenya. But come to Nigeria, As you are landing in the airport, you are seeing Agege Road, on that road. You will see a way, not even good animal. Entry room to room. Is that how it's supposed to be?
You say we're entering.
Goat.
Goat is not a good animal.
Let me tell you. No. Entry room to room. But in Kenya, you see them a place where you see different animals. And hippopotamus, antelope, lion. The place will slow down. You be watching. Go and say, on that road, red sand, very close step. What are you doing? Don't need to build new one. They get what you have. You know, I give you an example. Look at the train. The first day, Tinubu completed how many years? At the end, there was kidnapping on that same day. Train has an accident. What's wrong with Nigeria? With lack of maintenance. Look at the expressway, where you're supposed to have security, no safety, doing their work, every day accident. President, don't paint Terminal Bridge. Say, Commissioner, what are you commissioning Terminal Bridge? Terminal Bridge, I shall spend 8 years, couldn't do it.
You said
and then he tried.
You passed there.
No, he tried paint it. Open.
So, during the construction, during the maintenance, you didn't go
They
through
don't
that
put the
side.
talk.
You
Do you know underground? Do you know what's happening? Just to show a jamboree. Let me tell you something. They are deceiving us. They're deceiving. They deceive us too much.
You didn't know what went on ground while that road was being maintained.
They maintain it because that's where the president passes.
Is it only as the president passed there today?
What they have there?
People go to
When
work.
there's no CCTV there. There's no CCTV. I always saw painting. They paint there, put all this light that cannot last 3 days. All this light, all this senator are giving
And you
us.
say there are no CCTVs there.
Where's CCTV? These are light, all these solar lights. Go and watch it. What is happening to our senator, our president and governors?
They don't know the Lagos.
Our land, one of my brothers was just telling me that Obi want to imagine. Let's see, if not so, APC will deceive us again. Green party cannot work in Nigeria. Let it be two party. If Obi want to become vice president, so be it. If you want to become president, so be it. But let's come together. I support that.
Thank you very much.
So you abandon your ticket. Your payment.
You see, Nigerians, we are here to entertain you. We are here to talk to you. I know you are watching us. Please, those are supporting Tinubu and that's Tinubu. A big power, affect Tinubu. We are dying, sir. Tell you the truth. We are dying. Tell him, please send message. Taiwo. I've not been saying you, Taiwo. Please send message to Baba Saleh. A young affect Tinubu. One time I go to see chair, go to put chair for neck. They walk up on street.
I will not try for you now because it's
Yes, Mr. David. You're welcome to Vice Standards at the newsstand.
No CCTV.
Send your of any individual grace of God. Because what the government planned for us was that after 1 year in the office, we will be picking dead bodies.
Why would you say that?
Okay. Yes, I know what it means.
Will it be beneficial to the government itself?
That is their plan.
There are no people to rule over.
Okay. It is because if you don't
Make it go. They will pass.
a conducive environment. What's the good job then? When there's no money in the system, what's the good job then? Back to the question.
But do you know that even some of the greatest critics of personally, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that's the person of Chief Olapodejo, has said that Tinubu cannot be judged in 1 year.
Mr. Kadesh, I respect you very well. There are some persons I will not join issues with. The likes of Bode Jones, I will not join issues with him because we know these people. These men talk from the both sides of their mouths. You know, so these are characters I will not
But when we talk of opposition of this government,
which
Bode George
opposition?
is vocal.
How many times have you been vocal? How many times have Bode George condemned government policies? How many times have you come out to say, Tinubu, this policy you've done is wrong? We know people who have been so vocal in this government. Obi have been so vocal. Rufai Oseni have been so vocal.
He's doing his job.
Yes, he has been vocal. Despite the what? Intimidation from the presidency. Yes, that's vocal. So prominent, we know Nigerians. So Bode George, he's the same Bode George. When the same Bode George, when Buhari was the president, when Buhari clocked 1 year in office, he said that once the president assumed office, the day that president assumed office, the president should be open for criticism. That whatever policy he made that day, Nigerians can criticize him. Now he's coming out to say that see, 1 year is too small to criticize the president. It shows these are people that speaks from both mouths of their sides. They should not be taken serious. Can Bode George tell me one thing that President government has achieved under 1 year? I have still voted for Malaysia in car. So what's the government? Say 1 year. Yes. OBJ has done his assessment and you see what OBJ said. He said the first subsidy was the wrong move by the president. Floating of the naira was the wrong move by the president. He said give Tinubu 100 years. Tinubu has nothing to offer Nigerians. So are you saying OBJ too is wrong? Are you saying OBJ said he has tried to privatize Portugal refinery. And that see that refinery would not work. So Bola Ahmed Tinubu should stop wasting our taxpayers' money on that refinery.
Okay, now let's. The federal government wants to scrap state electoral bodies. Is it right? What's your take on it?
See, just like what my friend has been saying. Scrapping the electoral body state, it is not the issue. It's about the mindset and the ideology. The same people that will rig for state will still go to federal government will still rig.
Does it mean at all, in all the things that this government, these policies they are bringing out, some of these things that they think will make things work, whenever the government proposes it, you dispose it?
We look at it from the angle of the Nigerian factor. If it is in the Western world, it's my world. Where were you when the red of Adamawa announced Binta?
As the winner.
He said someone called him. The man has said it himself. The next chairman said someone called him from above.
The state INEC chairman.
Yes, he said the next chairman. No. The returning officer. He said someone called him from up there. Who called him from up there? To declare a candidate when results is collected. If someone could influence him from the top. So it is possible in Nigeria. Scrapping, you know that in every state, let me use Delta State as an example. If there is local government election in Delta State, you know that Delta State is a PDP state. PDP would win all the seats of the local government and the councillor in the state. Likewise to APC states. You know how this thing works. Oyo State just concluded their local government election. PDP swept all the old chairman and councillor. For how long can we? Are you saying that there is no APC chairman that is credible and they love people? But one thing you should know is that the state electoral body is not independent. It is an agency under the government. Who is funding them? The state governors. Who is funding the federal? Who is funding INEC? federal government, we also the shenanigans. The INEC chairman in the election, where result was being announced by 4:30 when Mr. Resh was sleeping. When he was sleeping. That was the worst election. When Nigerians were not awake, you announced the results. You saw it. So for how long can we continue to? It is not about scrapping it. It is about the mindset. Even if you have people from top to come to the state and conduct local government elections, won't they be corrupt? Won't they be compromised? Won't the governor buy them over? I know an INEC, the INEC officer. He stays in Bagada phase 2. Come and see him. He has CCTV in his house. One powerful lunch. I will not mention his name.
Your description alone has given him out.
No, that's no. Powerful lunch can anybody.
Your description alone.
13 INEC chairman. See the cars he's driving. How much is his salary? But the same politician.
But do you know he may have other businesses doing, maybe farming and all that.
See,
and he's making money from it.
Once you're in public service, you don't engage in.
You can be a farmer.
No.
You can do large scale farming.
You can do large scale farming. Is that
yes?
What about business?
That's business now.
You can do large scale farming.
Yes.
Okay, that was what the law says.
Yes, no.
Because I will not comment on what I don't know.
What do you? Are you sure he didn't even inherit properties from his parents? So you cannot conclude on that now.
Mr. Karesh, how much is the level 13?
I have said it.
I said how much is the level 13? But you know, I like chairman. You know these persons. Most of these men have been given stipend by this public office holder. So for how long can we continue like this? So stopping it is not our issue. The issue is that let there be a reform, a new mindset. Let there be reform in that sector. You can scrap and then bring Mr. A. Mr. A will even do worse and do more. Collect bribe here and there.
Okay, now Labour and federal government has said Labour's 490 naira minimum, 90,000 minimum wage is unrealistic.
Well, 9,000.
490. That Labour is demanding.
Who says so?
Federal government.
But Tinubu said when first subsidy is gone, there will be more money to save. You should pay people working now. Tinubu increased judges' money, salary. So you should do the same thing. 5 million judges. 5 million judges. So even if you cannot pay for something, at least make the least minimum wage in Nigeria should be 100,000 naira. 100 at least for 11 civil servants. The present day economy going on with 49,000 naira is as if you are going back home telling your wife and family pay. Yes. When a bag of rice is how much? How can you go home with 40,000 naira? How much is our senators anyway? Rather, reduce cost of governance.
The federal government has raised it to 54.
It should reduce cost of governance and then channel the money into the labor, into the workers. Because without these workers, there is no government. Without civil servants, in my school, I study public administration. So I know how government works. So nobody can tell me.
Have you
Without
worked with the government before?
Have
you worked with any government?
I don't know Babasana. So you know it works.
You don't say you know how the government works. You
I
know how
the
the government should work.
I know how the government works. Because
you've not been part of the government.
I don't need to be part of the government. Because the engine room of government, of any government, is the civil servant. That is it. The minister is just the political head. But the POSSI is the one that runs the day-to-day of the ministry. The civil servant, A minister comes and go every 4 years. He will go. If he boss, no win. But civil servants, now career. So when there's any looting in any ministry, the bank side is also involved. So when I say the government need to give them that priority because these are the people that on their own carry out government policies. So government need to compensate them, not giving them stipend. Some civil servants will work 35 years, they cannot even build a one-bedroom flat. A one-bedroom flat. Despite giving their all. But a senator who sits in Abuja just to discuss stupid policy.
Don't use that word.
Pardon me. I'm sorry. Majority of them will go to Abuja and then discuss irrelevant issues. And still go home with wardrobe allowance, shoe allowance, smoking allowance, positive allowance. No.
Let's what we have to.
No, these are
We have to be truthful to ourselves. All these allowances
okay. And they are
making up
okay.
is not part of
Okay,
them.
fine. Wait. Don't they go home with wardrobe allowance?
Yes, I think it's true that
Do civil servants go home with wardrobe?
for those have been factored into their salary.
Which factored into? A man retired from Alausa. He said all throughout 25 years, government did not housing scheme for him. He retired last year. He said he's yet to see the house. Government has been getting the scheme. I'm not lying. If you think I'm lying, I'll give it to the man. So that you let me.
And he will be ready to talk to camera.
That is no business. If he's not ready, let him continue to live in bondage. A man that has served the state for 5 years, you detected his housing scheme. Now he has applied and said the house is not ready. Well, the house is ready after 5 years when you detect the money. So 1 year of tomorrow is 1 year. Will the president address Nigerians? And if I don't address, what is he ready? What is he ready to tell us? What is he ready to showcase to Nigerians? Is he coming to tell us we should continue to have patience again? Patience that we had during Buhari for good 8 years. See, any government, those people saying 1 year is not enough to criticize government, those people need to go and hide their face in shame. Because the day you become the president of the country, you are open to the first day you step into office. So I don't have to wait until after 4 years before I can criticize the policies. What we've done. We've said it. The student loan is still yet to kickstart. I called my friends, my younger ones, in Greenland. They said the porter, they bring error when they see students. Like, I'll give you the porter. So 1 year of propaganda, 1 year of government.
Nice having you. Yes, Mr. Police. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning, Jane. The materials of good job. Good morning, all of you out there. Everyone
Okay, yes, thank you, Mr. Yesterday was your birthday, and we hope that you continue to bring strength and glory. Yes, federal government is thinking critically of scrapping state electoral commission.
I think we discussed about this issue yesterday. I see we're going to repeat it again, and which will be very welcome. That will have been better news from this. You know, the Attorney General has now filed a suit against that, against the government. And what we are looking at is equity of governance. When you bring state INEC to come and organize local government elections, you will know definitely that the person in power will manipulate the election in his favor. So let's assume there's APC in power now. APC will manipulate that election to favor him with all the local government chairmen. And that same thing goes around. If it is PDP, they will manipulate everything. So it's better they allowed local government to be independent of themselves, not to be under any governors. Because the governors are not making life there.
Okay, now let's look at it from this angle. If CX are SAC, are scrapped, do you not think even from the federal INEC can still manipulate issues in favor of this state executive officer?
Yeah, you're talking from the federal, right?
Yes.
All eyes always be on the federal. As it is now, all eyes on our president. He has a lot of attention. Nobody is talking about the governors.
No, that's why we're looking at the presidency now. That if the president scraps state INEC, Independent Electoral Commission, does the federal government, can Nigeria still trust the federal government not to interfere in state and local government elections?
A step after the other. Let's start from the local government. Let them test run from the local government affairs. Stay clear. Let the governor stay clear. And they are the ones taking this case to court. And you cannot go to court to fight for a right, and you are doing another thing to infringe on somebody else's right. So that is why we will be able to hold the federal government culpable of their practicing what they are preaching, what they can practice. Because they want to liberate the local government from the hands of the state government. And it will not be well of them to embark on saying, issues they fought for them to start repeating the same mistakes that has already been corrected. So to me, Mr. Kadesh, I see nothing wrong in federal government, releasing the local government section away from removing it from the draftina of the state government.
Okay, yes, Tinubu unveiled some projects in Lagos while he came on the weekend. And like in his words, basically, he said, let me brag, especially on the Lagos-Calabar route. But there has been issues. And this issue is that they have to stop the work for a while because they said the place, the route is going to affect some pipeline, and so they are trying to reroute it. Does it mean there was not an arrangement? They didn't notice this before starting, and does it not mean that okay, houses have been demolished, now they are rerouting it?
Compensation has been paid.
Not all compensation. The president has assured that all compensation will be paid. The president has assured yes. So that shows that not all compensation has been paid. For now, this rerouting, that means there were no prior plans before commencement of this program.
Mr. Umai, after the amendments, is doing a intelligent job in that position, and I will really give kudos to him. But there are lapses, and that lapses, being an engineer, he has to be able to correct those lapses. There's no problem that doesn't, need solution. That solution cannot solve, except depth. So what I'm saying is, mine is there's a very erudite, what's it called? It's an erudite builder, engineer, and he knows much about the technicality of the project they embarked on. So me, I have no problem. all the mistakes they are trying to correct now, I'm sure with Umar in charge, they will get it done. Because you know this guy happens to be one of the most performing governors under his tenure with his mates then. And I can go to bed and sleep on Umar. And that is why the president found him fit to occupy that position. You know, it was Fashola then. Fashola was the lawyer. Fashola does not even know much about road construction.
It's all about administration. He was governor and he did Lagos well.
Definitely, he did Lagos well, but you need an input of a technocrat that belongs to that space, right? To be able to carry out successfully, you know, so that you will not be manipulated. Look at what happened during Lagos Ibadan especially. They didn't manipulate.
So you mean you cannot appoint lawyers to the ministers of information? Information? We cannot. Okay, the current minister for tourism, for tourism that has to do with arts and entertainment and all that is not a practitioner.
That's a misplacement. If you are not a lawyer, I cannot put you as an attorney general. Why is it that it's only lawyers?
Because even in other countries, they vote for attorney generals. It's only in Nigeria and some other countries that I know that they are being appointed. They vote for them, not general like in other elections. Now, let's look at this, what is it called? Minimum wage. Federal government has said this minimum wage is unrealistic. 495,000 that Labour is asking.
To the candidates, a labourer must eat the fruits of his labour. And the speech that is coming out from the federal government is not acceptable. Because when you look at the people that are agitating for 416,000, right? 90,000. They are seeing an example that there is money in this country for the senators to be sharing money, billions, millions of naira, hundreds of billions. I mean, for them to be collecting sitting allowance that runs into millions, for them to be collecting legislative allowance, for them to be collecting car allowance, for them to be collecting house allowance. I mean, what? And the labourer is labouring for the success of this government. Into any successive government, without labour, we cannot succeed. But the labour, likewise, they degenerated into partisan politics. And that is what is the backlash that is working for them. At times I don't pity labour. I don't pity labour. Because labour is not straightforward. We've lost trust in labour since the time of Bafarawa, since the time of this Benghazi Makokori. We've been following, I've been following labour right from Yaba, where the head office was in Yaba there. We always do our students there to commiserate with them, that we are with them, we are in support of them in anything, any bad policy government is bringing. We always, we're talking of the era of the Ghanaian, we're talking of the era of, what's it called, this man from the east, what's it called? Ezekome. We're talking of the man from the east, Agbakoba. Agbakoba. Those are when you're talking of human rights lawyers, those are the lawyers that fight for labor. But look at labor we have now, it's monetized labor. Monetized labor. Look at the chairman of the president of the labor. When they wanted to bring electricity tariff, increase the electricity tariff, he came out as if he was going to fight for the masses. And later on, what happened? There was dollars shaking hands, rubbing hands. Nice meeting. They always have them, that's why I don't pity labor. And when you're talking about the workers, Nigerian workers, they have to be truthful. They have to be upright.
Can you take it away? Can you take it away from how the government are trying to allegedly lose Labour one day or another. Don't you think the government of the day have a hand in all these indecisions and all these things that Labour are doing back and forth without any tangible or credible result?
That's why I said it wasn't like that. Some years back, I was saying, in the 90s, mid-90s, it wasn't like that. When they must stand on it for a purpose, they must achieve that purpose. And it's very well under Shomole. Because before Shomole suspended when he joined politics, it was well coordinated under Shomole. I will give it to Shomole. That was under President Pos'Ble. But now, Labour has come to permit me to say Jankara organization. You know, it's cash and carry Labour we have now. How can Labour on head say, okay, they want to go against the government policy that does not favor the masses, and they will protest, they will add up their own salary increments. After government succumb to their needs, they will abandon the masses. Is that a Labour? And we had the Labour that always fight for themselves and fight for the masses. But this Labour I'm saying now is monetized Labour. I dare not believe, I can never even believe in it. I can never. And kudos to comrades, Popori. Kudos to him. I think it's late.
You said Popori.
Yeah, areas of Popori. He was the president of Benjamin. Yes. Yes, and they were united then. We had a united Labour. Not now that we have monetized Labour. You know, just the price, bring your price tag. Bring your price tag, tag Labour. That can be bought anytime.
Okay, now before you go, I just want you to quickly say something on this Kano Emirates issue. What do you think the federal government is doing? Now, Kano has to think. They have said this guy, must leave Kano. There has been issues connected with the NSA that is the one supporting Adubai. Although allegedly, the deputy governor has apologized to the NSA. The truth is they have said much about it.
Yeah, and say something. They are saying through the vernacular, what's it called, lens, that this is what is happening. And I can tell you, you see, Kano Emirates has never snowballed stood so low like this before. And there can never be more respect for that Emirates with what is going on now. And I can tell you it's political gimmicks. The political gimmicks is what is working. Because all of them are looking towards that proposal, towards the next election to retain his seat, his popularity. Why do the Ganduje wants to come back to stamp his authority in that time? The authority is lost. And you know, Kano governance as election, Kano political trend is always one master bring you betray the master later, the another one on, you betray the master later. It was somebody that bring Ganduje. It was one person that bring Ganduje. And there was one Dr. Pankpazu. It was Pankpazu. One Chekarawu. What Pankpazu. And what happened to them at last? They all fell out. So it's a big Emirates, it's a big state that everybody just for them to capture that Kano, because Kano has a large population.
You are still looking like Yusuf will still eventually deal with something.
Yes, we want to create his own cartel, because it's a strong state that they've been in existence for a long time, and it's the center point of the Northern Caliphate, the Northern state. When you talk of North, you talk of Kano, as it is, let's say go on living. Okay, so I provide so in your own power.
What do you think? What is
going to happen now? What will happen now is I foresee hands of government are supporting Ayo in this
And of which government?
out of the current government.
No, there's state or federal.
It's federal.
Out hands of
It's federal. Yes. You send the soldiers. It's also federal.
the soldiers have said they did not come with Bayero to Kano.
But they are the one guiding the palace now. As I'm talking now, I don't think this guy is in the palace. They are not in the palace. He's in the palace now. But there's still trouble to come. There's still trouble awaiting. I can tell you. Because Bayero will not want to be rubbish easily. And why are the military
So do you think he's being rubbish?
When
Why did you say Sanusi was being rubbish?
Sanusi case was self-inflicted issue.
Why did you say
His problem started from the time of Jonathan when he said something that he can say in the House of Rock, engage the president there in the House of Rock, and advise him on that message that he wanted to. And this man went on ahead and said $20 billion is missing.
I read what Ganduje said. And listen to what Ganduje said about was it 3 years ago? Yes, last year, 2 or 3 years ago. I saw the video yesterday morning where he said the problem he had with Sanusi while he was deposed was because Sanusi was against the government. That they said they went to build the Esin house. They went to build Kano house in Abuja when people do not have water to drink in Kano. That Sanusi shouldn't have said that. Ganduje said it, that was why he thought it should be. So that means it's not right for Sanusi to say
It's right, but it belongs to the Emirates lineage, right? I'm not saying it should not say it, but there's a law. I'm telling you, Sanusi nearly destabilized the Jonathan government. With that statement, he said that $20 billion was missing in his treasury. And he went down he went down to Kenya for a retreat of the ministers of finance. When he came back, what happened? Governors, what's it called? Central bank governors. He was central bank governor. When he came back, what happened? Jonathan what? Sacked him. There are some words, there are some high words, statements. If you want to set the country on fire, you need to avoid such words. It happens all over the nation. You know, you are in charge of the information. Pass the information to the person. It's closer to you. You are the governor's central bank governor, and you have the presidency that you work hand in hand. Why coming outside? They are having a forum, and you said it that $20 billion is missing. Is that not incitement? That is what, yes. So Sanusi is a good guy, he's a good technocrat, but there are some
all the mouths to talk.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
It's all about politics, and you know they will come for you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chinedu Michael. Mr. Chinedu Michael. Mr. Chinedu Michael.
Mr. Chinedu.
Yes, thank you all for standing by us bystanders at the newsstand this morning. I've been calling you, we thought...
calling me, you're taking numbers now. I was standing there. This guy finished, I didn't see you.
No,
we are calling
we've been calling you since, and because we know you've been standing. You're welcome to bystanders, Mr. Yes, a lot of things have been happening, especially as regards local government autonomy, and one of the things the federal government is trying to do is scrap state independent electoral commission. What's your take on that?
Good development, good policy, expected. That's the way forward. If we just thoroughly implement. We don't want to see the governors, having access to that fund. And that's what the issue is all about now. So the federal government need to take them to the Supreme Court, you understand, so that matter will be settled once and for all. I said it before now that we don't need this thing. I've been saying it in different forums, where I find myself, where I have opportunity to, air my views on some of these things that have destroyed the fabrics of development in this country. I also went as far as saying that after they have done that, where local government has full
fully, attended that position of full autonomy, not these state governors, then they should be able to start acquiring millions of acres of land for farming. Local government should be able to have a large farmland to take care of the local government in terms of providing farm produce for those communities for those local government. So if that can be achieved, whichever way, for me, it's a good development. Anything that has to do with the INEC, for now, I think I'm not going to comment on that because, oh boy, I don't trust INEC, no matter how you're going to reform INEC, until we begin to see the way, the direction of government policies, that we will begin to know, okay, whether we can give INEC or continue with our normal F9, score line for them at the end of the day. So that is just it.
Somebody raised an issue, went into retrospective when he was talking about scrapping SEC and said in Adamawa State, the returning officer wanted to declare somebody the winner. And immediately a call came through from the top that this must be the way. Do you not think such will still continue even if CX have been scrapped?
There's no spirit of patriotism. Of course it will continue. Manipulation will always be there. And that is why that most of these things should go through normal legislative processes so that to give it serious legal backing, and create a kind of atmosphere where maybe they can be kept communicated. A different line and a different phone line should be given to them that will be directly monitored by a certain body that will be set up, to checkmate the activities of commissioners, electoral commissioners in the state in that regard. So those are things we should be seeing. Apart from that, we continue to experience what we are still experiencing. Then government policies is another thing. The body language of governors, the body language of the federal government, and party leaders in that direction is also another factor. All these things affect and influence outcome of our voting system.
Now let's quickly look at the Emirates. It's like there's a back and forth. This one is being that was the other governments said they are not part of it. Especially in regards to saying the NSA is the one backing Abu Bayero. State government says the law has been repealed and Sanusi is a substantive enemy. Has even said this guy should be arrested. The former emir, recently replaced emir, should be arrested. What's your take? Don't you think they will plunge that state into crisis? As it has come out to talk that if anything happens in Kano,
2027, APC, PDP, NLKP, they are playing politics with our traditional institutions. They are playing politics with emirship. They are playing politics everywhere. Anything that is happening in Kano currently now is as a result of 2027. Unfortunately for Gaduje, Tinubu, and APC-led government, Abba Yusuf, the governor of Kano State, kind of asserted them because that court injunction would have come before the repeal of the Kano State Traditional Council Act. So there's nothing court can do at this moment in that regard because the governor knows what he wants to achieve. And the people seem to be very comfortable currently now with Mohammed Sanusi II. He's sitting there on the throne. Ado Bayero should also toe the line of Sanusi when it happened to Sanusi. Sanusi walked away peacefully without any form of raising dust. So people are expecting that Ado Bayero should also toe that line. But unfortunately, because federal support, Gaduje, the rest of them who want to take the son of Kanu at the end of the day, ahead of 2027, they are fighting back. And who tells you that after 8 years of the governor have gone, you can still come back and bring back Ado Bayero? So to keep kind of peaceful at the moment now, court has ordered army to take Ado Bayero, out of the position where he found himself currently in Kano. So, but that, what does that actually mean? It tells you, that our traditional institution is just nothing to write about. If at that level, the likes of emirs are being messed up, everybody is going to go at himself, what do you expect? The governors, the politicians have continued to and secret our traditional institution. It's quite a laughable situation now, and you know that these people you see, when you see them in the north, they believe in that idea of emirship, and look at how everything is being bastardized, all in the name of politics. They are not playing politics, and Sanusi understand that very well. And what is happening now is as a result of how they are going to look at this thing. They have successfully done that, and you know that the emir of Kano carries a lot of influence, especially in the north, and his influence definitely is going to influence what is going to come 2027. So on that note now, APC has lost. Because Tinubu is supposed to know that this is not a matter of, keeping traditional institutions. This is a matter of what politics. They were there, and even when the court order came, it was already late. So it tells you that the North now know what they are doing, and they are preparing, ahead of 2027. To tell him, Mr. Man, Tinubu, Bole. 1 year in office, 0/0. 1 year in office, 0/0. But we still believe, that he still has a lot of chance to redeem the lost glory, by doing the right thing at the end of the day. So we're already here. We're expecting the likes of Sheikha to come out and give his verdict on Tinubu's 1 year in office and let the Nigerians assess him. And secondly, now to tell you that what of us says here is not based on ethnicity or anything. Seyi Tinubu has also come out and pleaded with Nigerians to exert themselves. So that consciousness that this administration has not been able to transfer the dividends of democracy to Nigerians the way Nigerians will applaud him. It's still something that everybody can see and understand. And that's why Seyi Tinubu is saying Nigerians special. Well, I said, for me, I do not have any reservation for anything. What I wanted to is, I know at the nation that Tinubu was the only president in the history of Nigeria that was not voted for and he became president. Then, secondly, having found himself there, we expected him to activate the principles of the day. We expected him to activate the principles of the progressive. We expected him as the first civilian president of Yoruba structure. This is the least we expected. For me, I think he's already there. And in the next 3 years, if there does not take the status quo,
we're working on it basically, and we do not take your complaints for granted. It's a lot better than yesterday, but our technical crew are really working on it, and we'll make sure that from tomorrow and henceforth, you'll begin to enjoy the quality audio that you have been enjoying. We're so sorry for all that. We want to say a big thank you to all of you who have been concerned. Say thank you to Oji Biafra, Mr. G, Fluffy Blue, Jane Otumba, I thank Crown Badge, Crown Band from Canada. We love you too. We say thank you for always standing by us. Damian Moses, all of you all, we say we appreciate your contribution. Otumba Olatunji Awofeso, thank you for your contribution. We make sure that all these technical issues, audio issues, will be resolved in no time. Thanks for staying with us on Bystanders as we use time to do. To see you tomorrow for another exciting episode of the program. My name is Scholarly Folari. Bye for now.
We are not proud of them. All dream of them.